We continue with the 2022 Heart Baseball Media Day. I'm your host, Stephen Davis. Next up, we're joined by the legend, longtime Grandview baseball coach, Lou Yacinich. I did it wrong again, didn't I?
No, that was correct.
Okay, we'll start over again, Tyler. We continue with the 2022 Heart Baseball Media Day. I'm your host, Stephen Davis. Next up, we're joined by legendary, longtime Grandview baseball coach, Lou Yacinich. Coach, how's it going today?
Good. Just sitting around waiting for practice to start. You know, that wonderful indoor practice.
Oh, absolutely. That's how it goes this time of the year usually. You've had 48 years of it now as the head coach at Grandview. This is your last season leading the Vikings. You've announced your retirement. How excited are you to get this season started, or do you even want to get it started and kind of just enjoy the moments?
Yeah, I just enjoy the moments because when you get close to a baseball season, you see the young men out there doing what they're capable of. It's been my life and it's been fun, and I plan on watching a few more games.
Well, what's it been like to have the opportunity to work and coach at one university for the entirety of your career?
Well, you know, it's very interesting because I kept looking for a good full-time job and I couldn't find one, so I just hung out.
Hey,
It's been exciting. I've seen a lot of presidents, I've seen a lot of athletic directors, I've seen a lot of outstanding young student athletes, and it's just all worth it. Of course, I'm a neighborhood kid too. I used to break in the old gym, shoot hoops, and they used to chase us out until pretty soon they finally left the lights on for us. But so I'm a neighborhood brat and been around, and as I said, it's just been enjoyable. And Grandview University has employed so many outstanding teachers and faculty and staff workers, and it's just tremendous.
well, you're a lucky man career-wise. You've also had the good fortune to be able to work with your son there at Grandview, Lou Jr., for 20 years now. He's the head softball coach. How special has it been to have him there at Grandview as well?
Oh, that's outstanding. He played for me, and my second son played for me. My daughter played softball here at Grandview and basketball, and it's very special. I kicked him out of the house, and what did he do? He came back to my other house.
Can't get rid of them. Well, hey, your players become your family as well. Let's talk about your guys on your team this year. Talk about some of the key pitchers you have that you're looking forward to throw innings for you this season.
Well, I tell you what, we're pretty much new all the way through, just because we graduate a lot of our top kids. And, oh, man, we've got 30 freshmen from 4 different states. We got 17 transfers. And we started with 61 kids that wanted to come and play here at Grandview, some on scholarship, some just walked on because we had their academic offerings and they liked what they saw about baseball. And so really it's kind of like me being a first-year coach in a program with kids that we're just putting in situations in the fall, now in the spring, to see who can play for us.
That's very interesting. Is this as big a group of newcomers as you can remember in your career?
Oh, my heavens, yes. I mean, there's been some numbers over the years. I can't remember which ones, but yeah, this is the largest. And then right now, with Coach Brinker taking over for us, he's still a top-notch recruiter, and he's got tons of more kids coming. And that's why we brought back our junior varsity program for freshmen and sophomores. So, if they're not quite ready for the varsity, they're going to play against some good Iowa junior colleges. So I think Coach Brinker has been just a plus for us, not only when he played for me, but also now as assistant coach and now as the new head coach.
What's the toughest thing when you've got all these new players about trying to sift through them and figure out who can do what and at what level?
Well, the fall is very important when we're able to work outside and not only scrimmage, but work on certain skill level, observe them, put them out in that situation where, hey, can you catch a ball? Can you throw a ball? So forth and so on. And it's kind of neat. We have a great time. It's a little tougher inside, because you have indoor facilities and we're not, should we say, as efficient as like the University of Iowa would be with their good facility, but we get everything we need.
All right, I got to ask you, because you have so many guys, do you feel like you have pretty good depth for this season, both on key spots like pitching and catching? Do you feel like you've got a good realm of guys there?
Yeah, I think so. We've got some junior college transfers that have come in, and then, of course, we had some leftovers as well. But we've got larger numbers right now. I think we're probably close to 30, 35 kids that can throw a baseball. And some of them are dual position players, too. So that's what we like.
Absolutely. You mentioned Coach Brinker and touched on him a bit. How important has he been to you in your career now, and obviously with the handoff you're going to make to him?
Well, he has been an important factor to Grandview University. and the baseball program. You know, an outstanding Grandview graduate that was an All-American for us here at Grandview. And I see only better things. He's so organized, it wears me out. You know, instead of just go throw here's a baseball, go play some catch and hit once in a while. He is so very organized. The kids respect him, and I don't think he's going to lose any kids because of the change. And that's why I highly recommended him, and so did everybody else. You know, Troy Plummer, our athletic director. So, tell you what, our conference has should we say, a golden gem right there that's going to make our conference and, of course, Grandview University very respectable.
Fantastic. All right, Coach, we're going to wrap things up. We're calling it a final four questions, kind of quick fire. Give me the answer that comes into your head right away, okay?
You bet.
All right. For the fans who haven't been to Grandview, or for players who haven't seen your facilities, talk about your baseball facility and what you guys have to work with there.
The baseball facility is an outstanding facility. It used to be a rag doll, and now it is should we say, a premier quality individual.
Absolutely. All right. You've had an incredible run there at Grandview, not just for baseball with you personally, but the several sports in recent years, winning national championships, football, men's volleyball, men's wrestling have all won in the last decade. What have been some of the keys for the overall athletic success there at Grandview in your eyes?
Well, it's the administration that we've had the last 20 some years, you know. Our president, who is now leaving, unfortunately, but he set a goal high that he wanted the athletic department to be solid. We went from 7 programs to where are we now? 20 some, 30, I don't know. It's so many. And, you know, winning championships and being very respectable. So it's outstanding.
You mentioned you're wrapping up your career, and you said, you know, you're a neighborhood kid there to Grandview, and you mentioned all your family connections to the school and obviously Des Moines, where you've been your entire life. Can you put into words for us what that school and the city mean to you right now?
Well, if you've ever had a father and a mother that loved you, that's Grandview.
All right. Very succinct. Then we're wrapping things up by asking every coach in the league this. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when we say Hart baseball, now that you've experienced it for a few years?
Top of the line. Top of the line. NAI baseball is stronger because of our conference.
Good stuff. Coach, thanks so much for your time today and all you've done for baseball in the Des Moines area and at Grandview, and we wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate it. And just make sure you keep swinging hard in case you hit it, son.
Love it. Coach Lou Yacinich from the Grandview Vikings.